Welcome back to GZ Coins World. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins with a special focus on one Canadian penny that has captured global attention, the 1971 Elizabeth II DG Regina 1-cent coin. Could this small, unassuming coin be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars? Stay tuned as we uncover its history, design, rarity, and potential worth. To fully appreciate the 1971 Canadian 1-cent coin, let's set the stage with a bit of history. This penny was minted during the height of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, a time marked by global change, political shifts, and economic development. Canada, like many nations, issued coins with Queen Elizabeth's likeness, symbolizing continuity and the country's ties to the British monarchy. The coin's obverse side features a young profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, a British sculptor known for his skill in capturing the dignity and poise of Her Majesty. The phrase DG Regina stands for De Grazia Regina, or by the grace of God, Queen, emphasizing her authority and reverence as Canada's head of state. This phrase is a nod to the tradition of monarchical representation in Canadian currency, maintaining the legacy of loyalty and history that dates back centuries. The 1971 1-cent coin is made from 98% copper, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a weight of 3.24 grams, making it both compact and durable. While the obverse side proudly displays Queen Elizabeth, the reverse side is graced with the iconic maple leaf twig, a symbol of Canadian national pride, created by the artist George Kruger Gray. This design symbolizes the strength and resilience of Canada's natural beauty. Minted by the Royal Canadian Mint, these pennies were produced in substantial numbers. But what makes this coin stand out today? We're about to delve into the specific qualities that make certain 1971 pennies far more valuable than others. Although millions of these coins were minted, not all 1971 pennies are created equal. There are rare variations and error coins that could bring big money to a collector's pocket. The most desirable versions include those with minting errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and misaligned dies. These rare errors can significantly increase a coin's value, especially in well-preserved conditions. Other factors, like striking quality, color variations, and uncirculated specimens, also impact value. The most highly valued 1971 pennies are those in pristine condition, with no wear or blemishes, and especially those certified as red, meaning they retain the fresh, bright coppery color seen right after minting. While there have been rumors and myths of single coins being worth millions, realistically, a 1971 Canadian penny is unlikely to fetch such astronomical sums unless it is a unique, flawless specimen with a significant minting error or historical importance. In general, high-grade examples from 1971 can still fetch impressive sums, often selling for hundreds, and in exceptional cases, even thousands of dollars. Professional grading plays a crucial role here. Coins graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC, particularly in mint state MS65 or higher, are highly sought after by collectors. In 2023, an MS67 grade 1971 penny with a rare error fetched over $5,000 at auction, showing how valuable the coin can be in the right condition. If you're lucky enough to own a 1971 Canadian penny, here are some tips to determine its value. 1. Check for condition. The coin's grade is paramount. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. 2. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to examine the coin's details, especially around Queen Elizabeth's profile and the maple leaf. Any unusual characteristics could mean a minting error. 3. Professional grading. Consider sending your coin to a grading service if you believe it has potential. Professional grading can significantly increase your coin's market value. 4. Join coin collecting communities. These groups often have enthusiasts willing to share insights on your coin's rarity and can help in identifying potential buyers. The value of coins like the 1971 penny is also affected by trends in the coin market. With Queen Elizabeth II's recent passing, interest in coins bearing her likeness has increased. Collectors around the world are more interested in securing coins from her reign, making this an exciting time for coin holders. Similarly, recent economic fluctuations have led many to view coins as alternative investments, further boosting their market value. While it's rare for a single penny to be worth millions, it's certainly possible for a 1971 Canadian penny to hold substantial value, especially if it's a high-grade or error variant. So, don't overlook those pennies lying around. You never know when you might stumble upon a true gem. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries and numismatic knowledge. Drop a comment if you have a rare find or a coin story to share. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Did you know that the 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is more than just pocket change? This tiny copper coin could potentially be worth a small fortune in some cases. Stay tuned to discover the intriguing history of this coin, what makes it valuable, and how much it could be worth in today's market. Canada's 1-cent coin has been a staple of Canadian currency for over a century, and the 1987 edition is one of the more notable pieces in recent history. Featuring the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the Latin inscription Digi Regina, short for De Gratia Regina, meaning by the grace of God, Queen, this coin is a symbol of Canada's rich royal history and connection to the British monarchy. This obverse portrait was designed by the artist Arnold Mackin and captures a youthful image of Queen Elizabeth II. The reverse side features the iconic maple leaf design, a powerful symbol of Canadian pride, created by the artist George Kruger Gray. Let's break down the physical characteristics of this coin. The 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin is composed of 98% copper, with small amounts of zinc and tin, giving it a distinctive reddish hue. It weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. During 1987, the Royal Canadian Mint produced over 729 million 1-cent coins, making it one of the most commonly circulated coins in Canada at the time. With such a high mintage, you might wonder if there's any way a simple penny could be worth big money. But remember, in the world of coin collecting, rarity isn't always about mintage. Sometimes it's about finding coins in pristine condition or with unusual features that make them exceptionally rare and valuable. What sets apart a potentially valuable 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin from the millions of others? Here are 3 main factors that coin collectors and numismatists look for. 1. Condition. The coin's grade, or condition, is one of the most critical factors in determining its value. Coins in mint state, meaning they show no wear and retain their original luster, are highly prized. Collectors often send coins to be professionally graded by organizations like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation to authenticate and certify the coin's condition. 2. Errors and variations. Some coins from 1987 might contain minting errors, such as die cracks, double dies, or off-center strikes, which can make them highly desirable. Even minor errors can cause a coin's value to skyrocket, as collectors seek these unique mistakes as rare collectibles. 3. Historical significance. 1987 wasn't a particularly rare year in terms of mintage, but the coin still holds historical value as a part of Canada's currency lineage. With Canada no longer producing 1-cent coins as of 2012, these pennies have become a relic of Canadian history. Now, let's talk about the market. Currently, 1987 Canadian 1-cent coins typically don't hold high monetary value. In circulated condition, they're generally worth their face value. However, rare conditions can command higher prices. Coins graded as MS67 or MS68 mint state with near-perfect condition can reach values from $20 to $100 on the collector's market. While most 1987 Canadian pennies won't reach millionaire status, special mint condition coins or those with rare errors can fetch surprising sums among dedicated collectors. With the trend of increasing interest in Canadian coins, who knows what the future holds? Many people hear stories of coins selling for millions and wonder if their pocket change could make them a fortune. But while it's true that some coins have sold for millions, these are usually extraordinarily rare coins with unique histories, such as the 1936 dot penny or the 1911 Canadian silver dollar. It's essential to separate fact from fiction. While a 1987 1-cent coin won't bring in millions, it remains a valuable piece of Canadian history. It's always exciting to think about the possibility of uncovering a hidden gem, and that's one of the joys of collecting. So, is your 1987 Canadian penny worth millions? Probably not. But that doesn't mean it's worthless. Collecting coins can be a fantastic hobby, and even small pieces like this one can hold sentimental and historical value. If you're looking to start collecting, focus on learning about grading, storage, and recognizing valuable coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coin collecting and other hidden treasures, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share this video with fellow collectors or friends who might have some pennies stashed away. Who knows what treasures they might find? Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of currency history, the 1994 Canadian Elizabeth II DG Regina 1-cent coin. This coin might look ordinary to some, but for collectors and coin enthusiasts, it holds a unique charm. Stick around as we uncover the history, significance, rarity, and what makes this coin a sought-after collectible worldwide. The 1994 Canadian 1-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is part of a long legacy of Canadian coins that have fascinated collectors. Canada minted the last penny in 2012, making every 1-cent coin now a piece of history. But what makes the 1994 version stand out? Today, we'll discuss its design, historical context, and the fascination it holds in the collector's market. Could this coin really be worth big money? Let's find out. First, let's look at the design. The obverse, or head side, of the 1994 Canadian 1-cent coin features Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, surrounded by the Latin inscription Digi Regina, which means by the grace of God, Queen. This wording highlights Canada's connection to the British monarchy, even though it is an independent nation. On the reverse side, we have Canada's iconic maple leaf, a symbol of Canadian pride, resilience, and natural beauty. This design, by artist George Kruger Gray, has been in use on the Canadian penny since 1937 and is one of the most recognizable symbols in numismatics, the study of coins. In 1994, these pennies were produced at the Royal Canadian Mint, a world-renowned institution known for its high-quality and meticulously crafted coins. The 1990s were an era of steady production, and while the 1994 penny was not made as a commemorative or special edition, it is still a desirable piece due to its vintage status. By 2012, Canada discontinued the penny, meaning that all 1-cent coins before that year are no longer in circulation. This move has increased the interest in Canadian pennies as collectibles. For some collectors, the 1994 penny represents the last few years of a soon-to-be-extinct denomination. Now, when it comes to any coin's value, rarity and condition play crucial roles. In general, 1994 pennies are not considered rare, as millions were minted. However, certain factors can increase its desirability. For example, if the coin is in mint state, meaning it is in the same condition as when it was first minted, it can be valued higher than those that have circulated. Coins graded by professional agencies, like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), might fetch a few dollars at most, depending on the condition. Recently, there's been some buzz about 1994 pennies being worth staggering amounts, sometimes even in the millions. While some online listings may make big claims about their worth, these are often misleading or exaggerated. For a 1994 Canadian penny to reach an exceptionally high value, it would need to have rare characteristics like a minting error or an extremely high grade from a professional grading company. It's always a good idea to research thoroughly and consult with coin experts before believing extraordinary claims. So, what is the real market value for a 1994 Canadian Elizabeth II 1-cent coin? For most 1994 pennies, the current market value ranges from a few cents to a few dollars in uncirculated, mint condition. However, coins with unique errors or in flawless mint condition can be valued higher, potentially reaching values upwards of $10 to $20. Keep in mind that the value is based on demand, rarity, and the coin's condition. A typical circulated 1994 penny holds little intrinsic value but is still an essential part of Canadian numismatic history. If you own a 1994 Canadian penny and wonder about its worth, start by assessing its condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. Next, consider getting it graded by a professional service if you believe it is in excellent condition. Coin grading organizations can provide a more accurate evaluation, which might increase the value if your coin is in top shape. Canadian pennies, including the 1994 Elizabeth II penny, are valued not just for their potential resale value but also for their cultural significance. For collectors, each coin represents a piece of history, a connection to the past, and a legacy of craftsmanship. If you're thinking of investing in collectible coins, remember to start with research. Coins from limited mintage years, unique mint errors, or those that come in pristine condition are often the most valuable investments. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 1994 Canadian 1-cent coin. Whether you're a coin collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about what gives coins their value, we hope you found this exploration interesting. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more insights into coins and collectibles from around the world. Have a coin you'd like us to review? Drop a comment below, and we'll see you next time. My dear coin collectors and history enthusiasts, have you ever wondered if a humble Canadian 1-cent coin could be worth a fortune? Well, today we're diving deep into the mystery of the 2003 Canada Elizabeth II Digi Regina 1-cent coin. There's a lot of hype around its value, with some even saying it could be worth a whopping $165 million. But is it really true? Let's uncover the truth about this fascinating coin. First, let's start with the basics. The 2003 1-cent coin from Canada features the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, which is the head side of the coin. you'll see the inscription DG Regina, a Latin phrase meaning De Gratia Regina, or by the grace of God, Queen. This was a common inscription on British and Canadian coins, reflecting the Queen's role as a monarch. And on the reverse side, you'll find the classic maple leaf design, one of Canada's national symbols. This specific design was introduced in 1937 and stayed largely the same for decades. But what makes the 2003 penny particularly special, and why is it drawing so much attention? Canadian pennies, or 1-cent coins, have been a staple of Canadian currency since the mid-1800s. The penny played a significant role in the daily lives of Canadians, used for everything from small purchases to making exact change. But over time, the penny's value diminished due to inflation, and its production became more costly than the coin's worth. In 2012, Canada officially stopped minting pennies because each penny cost about 1.6 cents to make, almost double its face value. But the 2003 penny, along with other pennies from its era, has survived among collectors. Some people believe that certain pennies, especially the 2003 1-cent coin, are now worth millions. Let's dig into the facts and separate myth from reality. Online, there are rumors swirling that a 2003 Canadian penny is worth a jaw-dropping $165 million. You may have seen these posts yourself on social media, with claims that this little copper coin is a rare collector's item. But let's clarify, most 2003 Canadian pennies are not rare and certainly don't command that kind of price. In reality, most 2003 pennies are only worth their face value or slightly more if they're in exceptional condition. So, where did this $165 million figure come from? It seems to be part of a viral misinformation trend, where everyday coins are falsely advertised as being worth millions. These inflated prices often attract attention, but they rarely, if ever, reflect the actual market value of common coins. However, that doesn't mean some 2003 Canadian pennies aren't worth more than a cent. Rare errors or unique variants of a coin can make it valuable. For example, errors like double die strikes, off-center coins, or coins with unique misprints can fetch higher prices among collectors. But for the 2003 penny, such errors are extremely rare, and there hasn't been any significant discovery of high-value errors for this particular year. If you have a 2003 penny, it's still worth examining closely, but don't expect it to be worth millions unless you find a genuine minting error. So, let's talk about what a 2003 Canadian penny is actually worth. In circulated condition, the penny is typically worth around its face value, which is 1 cent. However, a mid-condition 2003 penny, one that's been well preserved and looks nearly perfect, might sell for around $1 to $2 among collectors. And that's not a bad deal for a 1-cent coin. But remember, it's nowhere near the inflated $165 million price tag you might see in rumors. What determines a coin's value? Several factors come into play. Condition, rarity, historical significance, and whether the coin has any errors are key. For the 2003 Canadian penny, condition is usually the main factor. Coins in excellent condition, often called uncirculated, are worth more than worn-down coins. But without any significant rarity or historical significance, this particular coin remains a common collector's item rather than a high-value rarity. Even if a 2003 penny isn't worth millions, Canadian pennies are still fascinating to collect. They reflect Canada's rich history and showcase beautiful designs. Many collectors enjoy finding different editions, mint marks, and even slight design changes over the years. Canadian pennies are a great way to explore numismatics without needing to invest big money. So, to all those wondering if a 2003 Canadian penny could make you a millionaire, the answer is, probably not. The 2003 penny is not inherently rare or valuable, and claims of a $165 million valuation are simply untrue. But these coins are still precious pieces of history and offer an affordable way to enjoy the hobby of coin collecting. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 2003 Canadian penny. If you enjoyed this video and want more coin facts and history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, happy collecting! Dear coin enthusiasts and curious minds, today, we're uncovering a fascinating topic that has piqued the interest of collectors and casual observers alike: the 2004 Canada Elizabeth II DG Regina 1-cent coin. It's not just any penny. Rumors suggest it could be worth an astonishing $164 million. But is that really true? Buckle up as we dive deep into the history, significance, and the real value of this intriguing coin. Let's start with what makes the 2004 1-cent coin so notable. On the obverse side, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, inscribed with DG Regina, signifying her role as the reigning monarch. The Queen has graced Canadian currency since the 1950s, and her image is a symbol of Canada's ties to the British monarchy. And on the reverse side, we find the beloved maple leaf, a symbol synonymous with Canada itself. This design has been part of Canadian coins since 1937 and remains a cherished representation of national pride. But beyond its aesthetic appeal, the 2004 penny has a rich story behind it that's worth exploring. Canadian pennies have been in circulation since 1858, playing a crucial role in the everyday transactions of Canadians. They were essential for making exact change and were often found in pockets and wallets across the country. However, by 2012, the Canadian government decided to stop minting pennies due to their diminishing purchasing power and the increasing costs of production. Despite their discontinuation, the fascination with pennies, especially collectible ones like the 2004 coin, continues. As we delve into the details of this specific penny, we must remember the broader context of Canadian numismatics. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the claim that the 2004 penny could be worth an incredible $164 million. This assertion has circulated widely, especially online. But where did this number come from? The truth is that most 2004 Canadian pennies are still quite common, and this astronomical figure is likely a result of misinformation and exaggerated claims. In reality, most 2004 pennies you'll come across are worth their face value, 1 cent. In excellent condition, they might fetch a few dollars at most. So, let's dig deeper and understand what could make a coin valuable and why this particular penny has caught the eye of collectors. Several factors influence a coin's market value, including rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance. For the 2004 1-cent coin, condition is crucial. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they have never been in circulation and are in pristine condition, can command higher prices among collectors. Additionally, certain features can enhance a coin's value. For instance, coins with minting errors or special characteristics might be more sought after. However, for the 2004 penny, such errors are not widely reported, making it a relatively common piece in most collectors' collections. Let's talk numbers. In general, a 2004 Canadian 1-cent coin in circulated condition is worth about 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, it may reach a value of $1 to $2, depending on the market and collector interest. The idea that it could reach $164 million is not just inflated, it's entirely misleading for most examples of this penny. To put it into perspective, rare coins, such as limited mintage editions or those with unique characteristics, can command higher prices. But for the average collector, the 2004 penny remains a piece of history rather than a golden ticket to wealth. Coin collecting is an exciting hobby that attracts enthusiasts from all walks of life. Many collectors are driven by the thrill of discovery, hunting down unique pieces, or completing their collections. The 2004 Canadian penny, while not particularly rare, still plays a role in this vibrant community. Collectors often enjoy acquiring various years and designs, building their knowledge and appreciation for numismatics. The community of coin collectors often shares information about values, trends, and new discoveries. This exchange of knowledge helps demystify coins and enhances appreciation for their historical context. It's essential for collectors and potential investors to understand how coin values work. Misleading information can create confusion and even lead to poor investment decisions. Learning about grading systems, historical context, and market trends can empower collectors to make informed choices. Reputable resources such as coin guides, auction results, and expert opinions are invaluable tools for anyone interested in the world of numismatics. Always cross-reference claims and avoid falling for sensationalized reports on coin values. In conclusion, the 2004 Canada Elizabeth II 1-cent coin is a remarkable piece of history, but its rumored $164 million value is nothing more than a myth. While it doesn't hold a high market value, it represents a fascinating era in Canadian currency and offers insight into the collecting world. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the story of the 2004 Canadian penny. If you enjoyed this exploration and want more fascinating coin content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you have a 2004 penny, take a closer look, who knows what you might find. Happy collecting, and see you next time. Could the Canadian 1-cent coin from 2005 actually be worth a fortune? In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, design, and value of this coin, uncovering whether this humble penny could be worth up to $141 million as some rumors suggest. Let's start with some background. Canada's 1-cent coin has a rich history. Introduced in 1858, the penny became an essential part of Canadian currency and daily life. The coin we're discussing today, from 2005, carries forward this legacy as one of the final pennies produced before Canada phased out the cent in 2012. In 2005, pennies were struck at the Royal Canadian Mint, located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, with Queen Elizabeth II's portrait by artist Susanna Blunt on the obverse. Unlike earlier portraits, Blunt's version presented a more realistic and approachable image of the Queen, symbolizing her enduring connection with Canadians. The 2005 Canadian 1-cent coin features the iconic maple leaf design on the reverse side, created by Canadian artist George Kruger Gray. This design has been a hallmark of the penny since 1937 and is widely recognized as a symbol of Canadian heritage. This 1-cent coin was composed of 94% steel, 1.5% nickel, and 4.5% copper plating. The composition gives it a shiny, coppery finish while keeping production costs down. Despite its modest value, the design and detail make it a beloved piece among Canadians. Now, how common is the 2005 Canadian penny? The Royal Canadian Mint struck hundreds of millions of 1-cent coins in 2005. This high production volume means the 2005 penny is still widely available, even years after Canada stopped circulating pennies altogether. Here's where things get interesting. Online, some claims suggest that the 2005 Canadian penny could be worth as much as $141 million. However, let's be clear, there is no verified instance of a Canadian penny, even from 2005, reaching anything close to this value. The myth likely arose from misunderstandings or misinformation spreading through social media. While rare coins can indeed fetch high prices, this is usually due to unique characteristics, errors, or historical significance. So, what factors actually make a coin valuable? For a penny like the 2005 Canadian cent, the primary factors include rarity, condition, and any minting errors. Minting errors are especially sought after by collectors. These could include misaligned dies, double striking, or off-center prints. While these errors are rare, a 2005 penny with an error could fetch a premium, though still far from millions of dollars. Now, let's talk real numbers. For a standard 2005 Canadian penny in circulated condition, its market value is roughly equivalent to its face value, 1 cent. However, if you have a coin in mint or uncirculated condition, or with a unique error, it might sell for a small premium on platforms like eBay, typically between $1 to $10. For truly rare examples, such as a certified, uncirculated, or error coin, a collector might pay up to $50, a far cry from $141 million but still impressive for a penny. Even though this coin doesn't hold a high monetary value, its sentimental and historical value is priceless. As one of the last pennies before Canada stopped production, the 2005 penny is a reminder of Canada's rich heritage and evolving economy. To wrap it up, if you have a 2005 Canadian 1-cent coin, treasure it for its historical and symbolic value. It's unlikely to make you a millionaire, but it's still a piece of Canadian heritage worth holding onto. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 2005 Canadian penny. If you enjoyed learning the true story behind this coin, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on the world of coins and collectibles. Can you imagine having a small, seemingly ordinary penny, and finding out it could be worth millions of dollars? Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic coins, the 2006 Canadian 1-cent featuring Queen Elizabeth II. With stories of rare finds, surprising values, and record-breaking auction sales, this coin has fascinated collectors and sparked intrigue across the world. The Canadian 1-cent coin has been around for over a century, and each design offers a glimpse into Canada's rich heritage. In 2006, the Canadian Mint released the classic penny featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, with her title, Digi Regina, short for De Grazia Regina, or By the Grace of God, Queen. On the reverse side, the coin displays a traditional maple leaf, a proud symbol of Canada, designed by G. Kruger Gray in 1937. This particular coin was minted in high numbers and was not initially considered rare. However, factors such as production errors, unique minting quirks, and high-quality specimens can sometimes give unexpected value to these common coins. But what makes a coin like this shoot up to values that collectors dream of? Error coins are the holy grail for collectors. In 2006, a few unique variations and mint errors have turned up in Canadian pennies. The most sought-after error varieties include double die errors, where the image on the coin appears doubled, or the off-center strikes, where the imprint is misaligned. Although these errors are rare, they're a significant factor in driving up the value of a coin. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Collectors and investors alike prize coins in mint state, or near perfect condition, because they have no visible wear and maintain their original luster. The Sheldon coin grading scale, from 1 to 70, is used to assess a coin's condition, with 70 being flawless. A 2006 penny in near mint or mint condition, especially if it's a rare variety, can command much higher prices than a heavily circulated coin. For this coin, some collectors have even paid hundreds of dollars for the finest examples. But how do you know if your coin could be worth this, or even more? A coin's history, or provenance, can add immense value. If a particular 2006 penny has a unique story or came from a famous collection, it may be worth more. Provenance can give a coin legendary status, and in some cases, rare coins with fascinating stories have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at prestigious auctions. Coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II have a special place in history. With her passing in 2022, collectors across the globe are more interested than ever in coins bearing her image, particularly those in excellent condition or with unique stories. The 2006 Canadian penny, while common, gains sentimental and historical value in this light. For collectors, owning one of these coins is like owning a piece of modern history. You may wonder if it's really possible for a penny to be worth millions. In fact, it is. In the United States, a 1943 bronze penny sold for over $1.7 million in 2010. Why? Because it was a rare minting error during World War II. For Canadian coins, while a single 1-cent coin reaching millions is unlikely, the market has seen impressive appreciation in value for rare or pristine coins. As of today, the typical 2006 Canadian penny won't make you a millionaire. Most circulated coins sell for a few cents or perhaps a couple of dollars if they're in decent condition. However, uncirculated, high-grade coins, or those with significant mint errors, may reach values of up to $50 to $100, or more depending on the buyer's interest. Some collectors believe that coins from Queen Elizabeth II's era will continue to appreciate as time goes on, especially for those with historical appeal or unique traits. So, while your 2006 Canadian 1-cent coin might not be worth $150 million today, the world of coin collecting has taught us that anything is possible. This tiny penny carries the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, the artistry of Canadian mints, and the possibility of becoming a hidden gem in your collection. Who knows, the next $1 million penny might just be hiding in your pocket change. Have you checked your 2006 Canadian pennies? Let us know in the comments if you found any rare coins or unusual features. Don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing coin tales, tips on coin collecting, and updates on the rarest coins on the market. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Remember, in the world of coins, even the smallest penny can hold a fortune in history, value, and story. Could a tiny copper coin once worth only a penny really be worth millions today? The 2008 Canada 1-cent piece featuring Queen Elizabeth II might seem small and ordinary, but it's been making big waves among collectors worldwide. Let's dive deep into the story, the rare details, and what could make this coin worth an astonishing sum. Canada's 1-cent coin has a rich history dating back to its first minting in 1858. For decades, it represented the smallest unit of currency in Canada. However, the Royal Canadian Mint made a bold move in 2012 when it stopped producing pennies, marking the 2008 1-cent coin as one of the last years before the penny's final phase-out. This particular year is significant because collectors now see these later coins as part of a collectible series that captures Canada's monetary history. On the 2008 1-cent coin, Queen Elizabeth II's profile is prominently featured, with the Latin inscription Digi Regina, which stands for De Gratia Regina, or By the Grace of God, Queen. This tradition of featuring the reigning monarch on Canadian currency dates back to colonial times, showcasing the historic ties to the British crown. Coins from Queen Elizabeth II's later years have become increasingly valuable to collectors, especially as they reflect a closing chapter of her record-breaking reign. With Canada's penny production dwindling by 2008, fewer of these coins were minted, making each surviving penny from this period somewhat rarer. The scarcity increased after 2012 when the Canadian Mint actively encouraged citizens to return pennies to be melted down. This mass removal of pennies from circulation means that finding a well-preserved 2008 penny is already becoming a challenge. In the world of numismatics, minor differences can make a major difference in value. The 2008 penny has seen various reports of small mint errors, such as die cracks or misalignments. These rare variations, often accidental, are highly sought after, as they offer a unique glimpse into the minting process and create a distinct appeal for collectors. Coins like the 1936 dot penny and the 1943 U.S. copper penny have reached astronomical values due to their rarity, historical context, and demand. While not as rare as these coins, the 2008 Canadian penny holds immense potential, especially if it has unique characteristics or is in uncirculated, mint-condition quality. Numismatic collectors today are willing to pay premiums for coins that showcase both rarity and historical significance. While most 2008 pennies won't reach seven-figure values, certain mint-condition coins or rare era versions could still sell for thousands, or even more in exceptional cases. With Queen Elizabeth II's passing, interest in her commemorative items and coins has surged, adding potential value. Grading plays a huge role in the value of collectible coins. The 2008 1-cent penny could fetch significant amounts if it is uncirculated or graded at a high level. Third-party grading services like PCGS and NGC offer certifications that not only authenticate the coin's condition but also protect its market value. To determine if your 2008 penny is unique, examine it closely for any unusual markings, errors, or variations. Even a slight difference from standard designs could greatly enhance its value. The 2008 Canadian 1-cent piece is more than just a coin. It represents a pivotal time in Canada's economic history. As the penny disappeared from circulation, it became a collector's item and a reminder of Canada's changing approach to currency. Many Canadians look back on it with nostalgia, seeing it as a link to everyday transactions that once defined their youth. With the rising interest in numismatics worldwide, many investors and collectors are seeing the potential in these historical coins as assets. If the market demand remains strong, coins like the 2008 1-cent could continue appreciating in value, solidifying their status as iconic pieces of Canadian history. From humble beginnings to potentially commanding a high price, the 2008 Canadian 1-cent coin exemplifies how the smallest items can hold the most value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or new to the world of numismatics, this coin serves as a testament to Canada's heritage and the surprising worth of the penny. So, next time you come across a 1-cent coin from 2008, remember, you might just be holding a small fortune. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on hidden treasures and valuable collectibles. Let us know in the comments if you have a rare coin of your own. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Canadian coinage to explore a coin that's captured the attention of collectors worldwide, the 2009 Canadian 1-cent, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, inscribed with DG Regina. But what makes this humble penny worth discussing? And could it really be worth a staggering $137 million? Let's find out. Before we get to the mind-blowing values, let's understand the legacy of the Canadian 1-cent coin. For over 150 years, these coins were a staple in Canadian currency, tracing the changes in Canadian society and the evolution of the monarchy. The 2009 edition holds particular sentimental value as one of the final pennies minted before the penny's production was halted in 2012. Why 2009 though? As we know, coins from a coin's final years of production can often become more collectible due to their symbolic and historical significance. Canada officially ceased producing pennies just a few years later, in 2012, making 2009 pennies some of the last of their kind. Let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse side features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Canadian artist Susanna Blunt. Instead of the crown traditionally associated with royalty, this portrait is understated, highlighting the Queen's role as the figurehead of Canada in a modern age. Above the portrait is the phrase DG Regina, which is short for De Grazia Regina, meaning by the grace of God, Queen. On the reverse side, we see the iconic Canadian maple leaf, a symbol that represents the beauty and nature of Canada. The maple leaf has been featured on Canadian 1-cent coins since 1937, reinforcing Canada's cultural identity. Now to the big question, what makes a 2009 Canadian penny potentially worth millions? Well, typically, value in numismatics comes from a combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Let's break it down. In terms of rarity, the 2009 1-cent isn't particularly rare compared to older or misstruck coins, but it's the allure of this coin being one of the last minted pennies that boosts its appeal. Since 2012, Canadian pennies are no longer made, making these coins a collector's target. For coins in perfect, uncirculated condition, even recent Canadian pennies can fetch prices between $20 and $50. If you have a full roll of 2009 pennies, you could potentially see this price range multiplied. Now, you may have heard stories about a $137 million penny, or other eye-popping figures that might sound too good to be true. While these are often exaggerated or misrepresented, they bring up an interesting point about coin collecting. Occasionally, rare or era coins from the US have been sold for astronomical amounts, especially coins like the 1943 copper penny, which sold for over $1 million. Unfortunately, our 2009 Canadian penny isn't one of these ultra-rare million-dollar coins. However, if you happen to have a rare mint era coin, perhaps one with a unique misprint or double strike, then you might indeed be looking at a valuable find worth thousands. So, what should collectors be on the lookout for? In some cases, era coins are worth more than standard issue coins. For Canadian pennies, errors can include things like die cracks, double dies, or even incorrect metal compositions. Imagine finding a 2009 penny with an error. You could be looking at a small fortune. This is where collectors, both seasoned and new, get excited. Error coins introduce an element of unpredictability and can raise the value substantially, even into the thousands of dollars. Currently, a 2009 Canadian penny in top condition can fetch up to $20 or $30, depending on its condition and if it's part of a set. For unique error coins, you could see values well into the hundreds or even thousands. This trend is expected to continue as fewer and fewer of these coins remain in circulation. Who knows? Your pocket change might contain a valuable piece of history. Want to know if your 2009 Canadian penny is valuable? Here's what you should do. 1. Check the condition. Coins with no scratches, marks, or discolorations are worth the most. 2. Look for errors, misprints, die cracks, and doubling on letters can increase value. 3. Get it graded. For serious collectors, having a coin professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC can add to its worth. In the end, the 2009 Canadian 1-cent coin reminds us of the power of history, heritage, and the thrill of discovery. It may not hold a literal $137 million value, but to the right collector, it's a piece of Canadian history worth every cent. So check your pocket change, keep an eye out for rare finds, and don't forget, every coin tells a story, and sometimes, that story is worth more than money. My dears coin collectors and curious minds. Today, we're uncovering the story of a coin that has sparked debate and intrigue among collectors worldwide, the 2010 Canada Elizabeth II DG Regina 1-cent coin. With claims of it being worth an astonishing $171 million, is there truth behind these staggering figures? Let's explore the history, the value, and everything you need to know about this captivating piece of currency. The 2010 1-cent coin from Canada features the familiar profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, inscribed with DG Regina, which stands for Dei Gratia Regina, meaning by the grace of God, Queen. This design has been a staple of Canadian currency since 1953, serving as a tribute to the monarch who has reigned over Canada for decades. On the reverse side, you'll see the iconic maple leaf, a symbol of Canada's identity and heritage. This design has adorned Canadian pennies for years, representing the beauty of Canada's natural landscape. But what makes the 2010 penny stand out in the eyes of collectors and investors alike? Canadian pennies have a rich history, dating back to their introduction in the mid-1800s. Over the years, the penny has served as a crucial part of daily transactions for Canadians, aiding in everything from purchasing small items to making precise change. However, due to rising production costs and diminishing purchasing power, the Canadian government officially ceased production of the 1-cent coin in 2012. The 2010 penny marked the end of an era, being one of the last years to feature this beloved denomination. But the transition from physical currency to digital payment systems has created a unique niche in the numismatic world, leading many collectors to hunt for these coins as mementos of the past. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The claim that a 2010 Canadian penny could be worth an unbelievable $171 million. This staggering figure has been circulated online, leaving many people puzzled. So, where did this number come from? The reality is that such claims are often exaggerated and sensationalized to attract attention. Currently, the 2010 Canadian penny is worth its face value in most circulated conditions, which is 1 cent. Even in excellent, uncirculated condition, it typically sells for only a few cents. The buzz surrounding its astronomical value seems to be more about viral misinformation than actual market trends. While most 2010 pennies aren't valuable beyond their face value, some specific variants and errors can significantly increase a coin's worth. For instance, look for unique features such as double die strikes, where the design appears to be stamped twice, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. These errors can make a coin much more appealing to collectors. However, the 2010 Canadian penny is not particularly known for its error coins. If you have a collection, it's worth checking for any unusual characteristics, but do not expect to strike gold with a typical 2010 penny. So, what is the actual market value of the 2010 Canadian penny? In circulated condition, you'll find that it's generally worth just 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, collectors might pay around $1 to $5, depending on how well preserved the coin is. Rare errors, as previously mentioned, could fetch higher prices, but the likelihood of finding one is slim. To put it simply, while the 2010 penny might not be a $1 million treasure, it does hold sentimental value for many collectors and represents an important part of Canada's monetary history. When determining a coin's value, several factors come into play, including condition, rarity, demand among collectors, and historical significance. For the 2010 penny, its condition is often the most critical factor. Coins that are well preserved, free from wear and tear, and have a brilliant finish are more desirable to collectors. Professional coin grading services assess these factors, and coins can be graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A higher grade often correlates with a higher market value. Coin collecting is more than just a pursuit for monetary value. It's about history, culture, and the stories each coin tells. The 2010 Canadian penny, though not a fortune in itself, represents a pivotal moment in Canadian history, the end of an era for a beloved coin. Collectors often form communities, sharing their findings, experiences, and passion for numismatics. The thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the connections made through this hobby are invaluable rewards in themselves. In conclusion, while the 2010 Canada Elizabeth II DG Regina 1-cent coin may not be the treasure of the century, it carries its unique charm and significance. The claims of a $171 million value are unfounded, but the love for collecting and the historical context behind this coin make it a cherished piece for many. Have you come across a 2010 penny in your change? Do you have any unique stories about your coin collection? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and value, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more fascinating content, and share this video with fellow collectors.